channel. Sorry for that. Missed up a little bit. So once again, my dear viewer, welcome to Dr. Paul Kibicho YouTube channel. Today, I want us to look at a topic that has really disturbed me, and I thought it was good for me to come and share it with you. And the topic basically is a topic about the symptoms of failure. We all desire, sorry again for that, we all desire to succeed in life. Everybody desires to succeed in life. I believe I have defined success in the past, and I'm not going to belabor again discussing what success is all about. But one thing that we must appreciate is that we all wake up in the morning. We struggle a lot in life. Everybody, in his or her own capacity, struggles in life to succeed. I believe that I have really talked about success in the past, and I'm not going once again to repeat so much on that. But just before we go to what signs and symptoms of failure. So before one succeeds, you need first of all to ask yourself, what are some of the signs of failure? Then ask yourself whether you exhibit those symptoms of failure in you. And once you help me to do that, I will really appreciate, because majority of us Kenyans, and I will be talking about Kenyans, I've talked about Kenyans for a long time. I believe that when I talk about failure here, some people will feel offended, because you need to tell people what is failure in the first place. So, what is failure? Are you a victim of failure? Are you exhibiting some characteristics of failure? And what do you want to know as far as failure is concerned? Because majority of us people, we are not where we are supposed to be in life. So I'm actually live in both my TikTok page, Dr. Paul Kibicho, PhD, QBHSC, and I'm also live on my YouTube channel. I'm using all my gadgets so that I can discuss with people about failure. It really, for those people who really appreciate what knowledge is all about, or for those people who really treasure what knowledge is all about, or for those people who really appreciate the purpose of information, I believe most of us people will really want to know this topic. Because some of us people, we exhibit what we call symptoms and characteristics of failure. So in order for us to talk about success, we have now to start from this realization of what failure is all about. And what causes failure? And what do you require to do? Personally, I'm not a failure. That's what I can say with confidence. I'm not a failure. Of course, it all depends on which line of success do you want to define. I have told you in the past, there's somebody today who bought a car, or somebody who bought a phone like this one of mine, and to him that is success. So I have told you on a number of occasions, to a point of writing a book about success. I'm in my office and I have those books with me here. And I'll be talking about them in a short while. How do you term, what makes you feel that you have achieved something? So we are not endowed in the same way. God has not blessed us in the same way. God has blessed us in different ways. There are those that God has blessed in terms of farming. So farming is in their bloodstream. There are those people that God has created that their legs is actually a source of income and livelihood. A good example is Eliud Kipchoge, Ferdinand Omanyala. We used to have our very own Catherine Deleva, Eldoret Express. We used to have Bungei. We used to have this guy who used to run 800 meters. I'll remember his name. And I know some of you can remind me this guy who is actually a Maasai, who was learning 800 meters. I don't know why his name has gone. It has never gone out of mind like it has done today. Rudisha, thank you very much, Stephen. Rudisha, yes. Thank you so much, Mr. Stephen. Rudisha, David Rudisha. There are others that God has blessed in terms of poets. They are poets. Their area of blessings is in poetry. There are those people that God has blessed whose area is marketing. There are those people that God has blessed whose area is in preaching. And in preaching, they get a lot of money by them. We have even seen some Form 3 dropouts driving the most expensive cars and living in the most rich suburbs in Nairobi. And I know you know what I'm talking about without mentioning their names. So it all depends on how do we realize that we are succeeding. So the parameters of success are wide. They're quite far and wide. They are wide in nature. But today, I thought I have spent my day today. I was talking to the bankers today. I spent quite a number of hours at Family Bank and also Equity Bank. So I was meeting the staff members of Family Bank and Equity Bank. And I want first of all to caution those people who are afraid of writing nonsense on my pages, not to be my guests. I have no for us in life. Thank you very much, Mr. Mashi Electricos. Thank you very much, Lizzie. Thank you, Christine. I'll be recognizing you shortly. Allow me first of all to talk about signs of failure at life. And I know this topic will make some people to have sleepless nights. If I cause you to have a sleepless night, please forgive me because the truth must be said. The truth must be said, Patrick Minor. The truth must be said. So, if you are almost never 100% present in any given activity, you are exhibiting failure. You are 100%. So kindly, please, thank you so much. I thank God my other gadget has worked. So you allow me, as I talk, allow me to continually put all my gadgets in place because everybody must benefit from this particular discussion. So, the question is, and I'm asking you, even you gentlemen and ladies watching me from wherever you are, doesn't it bother you that everybody today is talking about failure? That if my son is not doing well, my daughter is not doing well, so what do I do because my daughter, my son is not doing well? I have told you, one of the things that makes people not to succeed in life is when you are 100% absent in whatever field that you are in. Imagine God has given you life. Imagine God has given you the capacity. God has been so good to you again. God has been gracious to you, but you don't take advantage of that. As a matter of fact, you have become a problem to your parents. You have become a problem to everybody that you come across. Why? Because if it means when we talk about you being absent 100%, it means there is no concentration of any nature coming from whichever direction, and that is unfortunate. So ask first of all, when we talk about you being absent 100%, we are asking which area has God endowed you in? Which area has God endowed you in? Point number one. Point number two, what is it that you do with your passion? So that's something that you're so passionate about, something that you love with your body and soul. That's something that you know when you do it, it actually brings joy and happiness in your life. Because I have told you in the past that 80% of people report to where they hate most. Quite unfortunate. 80% of people note that they report to where they hate most. And that is why sometimes you go to a bank and you say hi to somebody in the bank. We're supposed actually to say good morning or good afternoon, madam, or good afternoon, sir. But because that was not their career in the first place, they were not meant to do that job. They just found themselves in that job because there was no other alternative. They will not serve you well. So they will continually just talk to you in a very reluctant manner with a lot of lethargy, without concentration. So if you're 100% absent in whatever you're doing, know that you are exhibiting the characteristics of a failure. Note that. Evaluate yourself wherever you are. Evaluate yourself. Because this topic is, why do I spend some time? I've just come back. I started working at 6:45 a.m. in the morning. Here I am. I've come back to my office. When my staff members have left, I have decided I share this information with you. Because why are we having so many young Kenyans? Not even young Kenyans. People that God has endowed with brains becoming useless. Totally useless. That even your mother, that even your father cannot trust you with anything in the house. Some women are so worried that immediately they leave their homes, their cutleries will be sold. Their sufurias will be sold by their very sons that they brought into this world. That somebody is 100% absent, he's off the target. He or she is completely off the target as far as life is concerned. Quite unfortunate. Totally unfortunate. So if you are 100% absent in your life, that you're not even knowing, you're not even conscious of what is happening in life, then consider yourself in that category of being a failure. Point number two, there are some people who can't do anything without stimulants. If you realize that you can't, there are some individuals who have become slaves of drugs. They are drug addicts. There are some people who can't go to the office and work without taking beer. They are called Alcoholic Anonymous. There are people whose bloodstream only operates in its optimum levels when they are totally intoxicated by this thing called either stimulants, which are drugs, either hashish, mad drugs, either, there's so many of them. It's quite unfortunate. So if you find yourself operating when you basically have what we call a stimulant in your system, there are others who can't go to work without having a woman next to them or a man next to them, which is quite total. You have heard, it is quite unfortunate that a survey revealed that our children are now suffering from incest from their kinsmen. You can imagine a grandfather raping a niece, raping a granddaughter. Think about it. Do you think those people's minds are fully functional? They are not functional in any way whatsoever. Those are the kind of people that we are saying that if you realize that you can't function without a stimulant, then there's a problem. Because God created you with a master board, a master motherboard that helps us to execute things naturally the way we are. And this is why I've been wondering why some people may think of taking drugs to learn. Why should you take cocaine in the first place? Why must you take weed or marijuana for that matter to work? Why should you have a stimulant? God created you as a full human being whose faculties can function without the external influence of stimulants. So if you find yourself now engaging in those kind of vices, then you have a problem in life. You need to be delivered. And believe you me, we have men nowadays who are 40, 50 years who have not yet married because they are victims of stimulants. The rationale of thinking has been drifted completely by those stimulants. And when you realize that you're not functioning properly and normally, if you find that you have deviated from norm and your mental faculties are no longer telling you the direction to follow, then you're actually a candidate of failure. The other thing that we must look at also is if you don't finish what you start. Most of us people, especially young men and women, have a problem with them. And I don't mince my words. And I've been telling people that this far the Lord has been very faithful. So there are people who feel offended when the truth has been said. You see a young man, we say that the third point that indicates you're a candidate of failure or you're exhibiting the symptoms of failure is when you don't finish whatever you start. You have started so many projects, and there is no single project that you have taken to its logical conclusion. You got married within 5 years, you divorced. Thank you very much, Mr. William Gakuo. Thank you so much, James Wangoi. I appreciate you people. Thank you so much, Stephen. Once again, I appreciate all of you. I also appreciate you people. Thank you, Waidera. Thank you so much, Waidera. Thank you, Carol Jomo, Nashi, Anto Kim. I'm still watching you from wherever you are. Thank you for continued watching of my programs. Let me go back to this point that I was trying to explain. That if you realize that whatever you start, you don't finish. I have seen people who take insurance policies. I still sell insurance policies, by the way. Don't you worry whether I'm a professor or a doctor, a lawyer, or whatever. I still do that because insurance is not meant for dwarfs, academic dwarfs. No, it's not meant for academic dwarfs. As a matter of fact, those people who are CEOs of those companies, they are so educated. They are very, very educated. Like my CEO is an engineer. He's a civil engineer. My CEO is an ISPAC member. He's a CPAK holder. My CEO holds a master's degree. My CEO holds a bachelor's of science degree in civil engineering. Insurance is done by educated people. And if there are people who are not educated, it is across all organizations. Not everybody in a bank is actually an accountant by training. Not everybody, so people must learn to appreciate. Somebody was asking me, Kibisho, you are so educated with 5 degrees and 6 postgraduate diplomas and you're still selling insurances, because the Bible tells me, never forget your humble beginnings. What has brought many people down is pride. Pride comes before a fall. Pride comes before a fall. So it is important to realize that. I thank God that, yes, I'm the only PhD holder in the insurance industry. I'm the only insurance financial consultant holding a PhD. I appreciate that. But then that does not mean because I became educated, I ignore those masses. Who if I ignore them, who will educate them? So somebody was asking me this question. And please note this. Kebicho, when you see young men between age 25 and 35 engaging themselves into any financial commitment, they are the ones to default. They can't even stick to a decision. So if you realize that you don't finish whatever you start in life, that is also a true symptom of a character who is headed to the failure direction. I normally say a human being is a product of his own thoughts. And whatever the brains of a human being can conceive, can achieve. And secondly, you are the architect of your own destiny. So God has given you the freedom to choose your destiny. If you realize that you have been starting something and you don't finish, you are actually a product of a failure. So basically, you need to address that symptom very, very fast. Otherwise, you become a subject of failure and a proper exhibit of failure. Thank you very much, Mokua Edward. Let the truth be plainly be said as you are putting it. I personally, Mr. Mokua, I say as it is. And I don't give a damn. And I don't... One thing that I'll be coming to this point, I think I'm going to go to this point first. I think I'm going to go to this point first. Very, very important. A very, very important point. If you want to know that you are failing, it ought to have been number 10, but I'm now putting it as number 4. If you want to know that you are also becoming a victim of failure, or you're also becoming a failure, is when you care too much about what others think about you. Don't you worry what people think about you. God never created you as a puppet for anybody. God never created you as an object of pleasing people. No, God created you with defined purpose. If you find yourself in this cosmopolitan cosmogon called Earth, if you find yourself alive in this world, there's a purpose that God wants you to fulfill. There is a reason why God created you. God never created a failure. God never created anybody to become an indicator of failure. We fail because we have actually let God down because of not doing the purpose for which God created us to do. And that's why I've been telling you, and I'll continually repeat this philosophical point, that the greatest tragedy in people's lives is not death, but leading a life without purpose. Some of us people, we don't even know, thank you very much, Mr. Sami Mutiga. Some of us people don't even know where we exist. You do not know even what you are good at. By the way, there are some people in that ocean of confusion where they do not even know where they exist in the first place. You just find yourself there. And that's why I said as point number 1, that you are almost 1% absent in this sphere called life. So unless you realize, unless you know why God created you. If I give you this particular remote for my TV and you do not know how to use it, and God and the manufacturer gave you a user's manual, there is no product in this universe that has ever been made unless by insane people without user's manual. Some of us people even literally force our phones to operate. And those are the people who actually break their phones. Those are the people who break their gadgets. So a person who is actually a candidate of failure spends so much time thinking what people think about him or her. Me, I don't care what you say about me. If you insult me, like I know there are some people who feel bad when they see me on social media. But even if they feel so bad, this is not their space. This space is not theirs. So do I have to worry what they're saying about me? I don't worry. I don't care. Whatever you say, there are those people who say bad things about individuals, but that does not make me a human being. And I've told people that when you call a cow an elephant, it will never change its characteristics of being a cow because you have called it an elephant. So even if you called me something else, I don't care. That's another thing. If you want to know that you are failing, it is when you try to please everybody and when you think what people think about you. Don't you worry what people think about you. They don't change you. They were not invited by God when God was creating you. They were not even told to define the person you are to become. So you are in charge of yourself 100%. So let nobody come around you and tell you bad things, negative things, and they speak what we call pessimistic kind of vibes and points. Don't subscribe to them. So if you want to know that you're also failing, spend so much time asking, what do people think about me? That should never be your business. The other point is extreme anger. If you find somebody becoming so bitter that this person is always exhibiting the characteristics of bitterness and anger, that person has a problem. Believe me, that person has a problem. So why are you bitter? With who? Who made you? For instance, if you don't have money, who made you broke? Some people are saying that during President Dr. William Samoei's rule, the economy is bad. It's not that the economy is bad. There were people even during Kibaki's time who had nothing. Some of us people, we heap praises to the former president, Mwai Kibaki, may he rest in peace, because he was able to bring this nation to wherever it is. We appreciate. But there are some people who did nothing.
There are some people who did extremely nothing. They have nothing. Note what I'm saying. They have nothing, believe me. Even when Kibaki was the president of the Republic of Kenya, they did nothing. Even when Uhuru was the president, they still did nothing. Even now during Ruto's reign, they will do nothing. These are perennial complainers who will never go anywhere. These are the perfect examples of failure. Please don't join that club. Perfect examples of, we normally say, a bad workman always follows with his tools. You will not go and sleep in your house and expect to become wealthy or rich. Doesn't happen. Miracles don't just happen. Something has to be done. For every action, there must be a reaction. So you cannot sit aloud and you start wasting your time and become a busybody and you expect things to happen to favor you. They can't favor you. How do they favor you in the first place? So you must do something. Whatever it is that you're doing, pray to God that God may bless the work of your hearts, but you have something that you're doing. So the other thing that makes people to know that they are victims of failure is inability to critically think. You need to ask yourself, what is it that I can do today? And please remember to like my TikTok page. For those people watching me on my YouTube, please remember to subscribe. There's no problem subscribing anyway. But there are people who don't want me to go to 100,000 subscribers. It's okay. That happens. That's part of life anyway. We live among them. But what I'm saying here is this. That Bana Franco and Heatwave and Stella Wamboy and Madam Pauline. I've seen you, Pauline Joraita. Thank you, Shiloh. Thank you, Shish. So what happens is this. You need to ask yourself, confronted by this kind of a situation, what am I supposed to do to change the situation? What am I supposed to do to change the status? So because for things to happen, and this is why this man called Albert Einstein said, the greatest form of madness is doing the same thing same way, year in, year out, expecting different results. Different results can be gotten by using different intervention. So if you were broke in 2010 and you are doing the same things that you did in 2010, don't expect your life to be any different. You even be more broke. Change tact. Change the strategy. Even your strategy needs a strategy. Learn to know where to borrow counsel from. Learn to know where to borrow a leaf from. Learn to know the people to deal with. Not everybody is your friend. That is something that you must know. And not everybody is after your success. As a matter of fact, people whom you claim to be your friends, they are trying to look for a way of curtailing you, not to go to the next level. So even if you work with some individuals in your various organizations and platforms, don't think that these people are for your achievements. As a matter of fact, they look forward for your downfall. So let them down by doing what you're supposed to do and achieve your goals. The other thing is that you feel hated by everyone. So after becoming now that inability to critically think, that extreme anger, that inability not to start something and finish, that aspect of thinking about people too much, that you drift away from your goals, that the point number 5 is that you feel hated by everyone. And you feel that God never created you. You wish you were born somebody else. Allow me not to use those difficult words. But that's a very, very unfortunate position to be. Thank you very much, Isaac Kibe. You see, you can't be Kebicho. Appreciate. You can't be me. I can't be you. Even where your parents are, we are many in our family, but we can't be the same people. We don't behave the same way. I don't have a job for now, my brother pilot. I don't have a job for now. I have not at any one time declared that I give jobs, but if I hear something, I'll let you know. So the question is, why do you feel that you are hated by everybody? You know, that aspect of feeling hated comes from you. By the way, if you have that feeling, the Bible says the mouth speaketh the abundance of the heart. The mouth speaketh the abundance of the heart. So if at all you think that people hate you, that is what you vomit. You vomit what you ate. So if you think that people hate you, so whatever you'll be vomiting is hatred. And they can only be able to extend that hatred to you now to feel that you are hated. And remember, you see what you want. Let me give philosophically what we do or what we say. If, for instance, you go looking for if you have bought a car today, if you are driving, for instance, a Mercedes-Benz today, you bought it today, if you start now seeing so many Mercedes-Benzes along the road, Previously, you could not see them. But because now your interest has been allowed now to start thinking Mark. So every car that comes your way with that logo of Mark, you'll see that's a Mercedes-Benz. Not that Mercedes-Benzes were not there, they were there. But because now your thoughts have been concentrated to think like you now, because you think like you think like those people who drive a Mercedes-Benz, because now you own it. So similarly, what you do in your life is that whatever comes out of your brain is what you have already processed in your central nervous system, which comprises of medulla oblongata, hypothalamus, and pituitary glands in response and coordination. So the best thing to do is first of all to accept yourself. If you want to succeed, accept yourself who you are. Don't wish you were Kebisho, because you'll never be Kebisho. When God was creating me, he created me as a unique individual by the name Dr. Kebicho. There is no other Kebicho. There was a PS Kebicho, but that was PS Kebicho. Our DNAs were different. We might have shared the same titles, Dr. Kebicho, but even our thinking, our mind shifts, our perceptions in life was different. So you need to appreciate who you are. If you think that you have a big tummy, don't you worry. Let people talk about your big tummy, but it is yours. By the end of the day, it is yours. And if you see somebody who's a flat screen, that is his or hers. So mind about what you have yourself. So the other thing that will make you know, so that issue of feeling that people don't like you is also a symptom of failure. Then your confidence level is waning. You don't have confidence. You have no confidence. One thing that has made me to be the person I am today is confidence. I fear no one. Me, I only fear my God. I don't fear anyone. A human being is a human being. It does not matter the title you have. By the end of the day, you'll die like I'll die. Nobody dies the whole day. And nobody dies in a special way because he was a special person. Death is death. It is DEATH. Death is death to everybody. Whether you were the Pope, whether you are the president, whether you are the governor, the senator, the MP, the MCA, we are all mortal. It's only God who is immortal. We'll one day die. Whether you live 100 years, 50 years, we shall all be interred into the grave. So why should you want somebody to come and tell you ABCD? I don't care what people say about me. Me, I'm so concerned about my life. Mind about your own business. Don't mind about other people's businesses. Don't mind because your neighbor is driving what we call an AMG Mercedes-Benz, the latest. Don't you worry. If you have your own feet, be proud of your feet. If you ride a bicycle, be proud of a bicycle. If you ride a motorbike, be proud of that motorbike. If you don't have shoes, thank God you have feet to walk with. If you don't have hair in your head, thank God God knows why he created you that way. So why should you be bothered? If you eat together from January to December and God has kept you, be thankful. There are those who have nothing to eat. So why should you allow people? Why should you allow people to define who you are? That is total rubbish. Don't allow people to I don't care. As a matter of fact, even as I speak to you right now, you were never part of my problem. I don't even know you in the first place, by the way. I'm only seeing names popping into my phone and my laptop and my other phone. But I don't know you. So why should I be so bothered about you? Do I even know what you do for your life? I don't know. You are not even the one who told me to share this information. It is me because I am me. And I told somebody else who was actually trying to throw what we call unprintable epithets on my phone, that I had not even invited him in the first place. So he was an uninvited guest in my forum. Because me, I don't care what people say about. Say I'm proud. Yes, I'm proud because I'm whom I am. Be proud wherever you are. Your pride is relative. So don't care. So if you want to be, don't think of praise. Don't be a praise junkie. You are a praise junkie. You go praising everyone. Hi, how are you? How are you? What? Don't spare time. If you know that you're spending some time with people who don't add value to you, you are a volume. You are a volume. And I have told people on many occasions, if you find yourself having so much time with people who don't add value to you, you are a volume. You are a total liability in the universe. Yeah, you're just consuming the natural resources which could have been consumed by people who are more productive unnecessarily. Add value to yourself. Why don't you go back to school? You have already left your job at 5, but now you have rushed to this one of the pubs along Thika Road to go and take beer. When will you become a doctor? When will you become a lawyer? I'm not saying that you must become like me anyway. When will you achieve something worthwhile? You married 5 years ago and your wife has never seen you at 6 or 7 p.m. or your husband has never seen you at 6 p.m. You are always late at home as if you're a washerman. Those are not good traits of a person who is going to succeed in life. No way. A person who succeeds in life has discipline. Majority of us people, we don't have discipline. We don't have discipline, even financial discipline. You have borrowed money from all mobile platforms. You are not borrowing money buying cement. You are not borrowing money buying what we call iron bars to build. You're just borrowing money to drink and to make people happy. Make them happy, but one day you'll cry alone. I wish you may take my word seriously. So if you want Nyamo to realize that you are also a culprit of failure, is when you want to become a place junkie. Don't do that. The other thing is that you have mastered the art of putting people down. If you realize that you are putting people down, that your business is actually, you are employed out there. Imagine you are an employee, you work with your colleagues, you are holding a senior position in an office. When you see another person doing better than you, you start looking for ways of curtailing, ways of actually sabotaging that particular individual so that he cannot be promoted or she cannot be promoted. You are a cousin to Satan. As a matter of fact, I even fall short of calling you a devil in the first place. Some people are like, so you hear the name of Kebisho has been given to a given office, but because you think Kebisho will become richer than you, you go saying bad things, you go about bad mouthing, you go doing what you call backstabbing. Remember, when you backstab me, God will lift me up. You may think I'm a victim, but I'll be a victor, because God does not operate that way. Some people are actually sadists, completely sadists. They ensure that if there is a sign, if they hear a position out there where another individual can benefit and not them, they sabotage. They start now poisoning the environment so that you don't become that person, so that you don't even get that particular promotion. So that one tells you that this particular individual is also a culprit of failure. He's a failure, by the way. He's a failure. It's a failure. Yes. You find somebody today, and I think I've given you the 10 points. Allow me to put, before I bring this discussion to an end. I'll actually edit instead. Number one, what I have said is this, ladies and gentlemen. If you are absent, you are almost never 100% present. That means you're absent. You are a failure. Please wake up. And I repeat a little bit. If you find yourself being absent, it means that you are not actually getting yourself engaged in any gainful activity. You are taking beer from morning till evening and you are calling yourself a sober person. You are not sober. You are sick. You are psychologically sick and on the pathway to becoming depressed and looking for a rope to hang yourself. So kindly make sure that whatever you are doing adds value to you and your family members and to the community. Surely. Yes, there's no other way to put it, my brothers and sisters. And I'm happy those people making comments. They should stop bad mouthing my neighbor. Thank you for those who are giving me flowers. I appreciate. Continue giving me those comments. I like them and I really appreciate, because that one tells me that I'm with you. I can see I've been given 4,400 likes. Thank you so much. I can see I've got 151 people following me on my TikTok page, 23 people following me on my YouTube channel. I appreciate you, and 12 thumbs up. I thank God for all of you. So, PhD in what, Daktari? I hold a PhD in Business and Finance from Jomo Kenyatta University, Mr. Kevin. PhD in Business and Finance. Thank you so much, Kevin. I would like a topic on financial discipline. I'll do that, Madam Anne Mongai. I'll do that. Thank you so much. What else? I'll be coming to. Thank you. I'll be rudia hapo kwa colleagues. Jacob Maina. You make me happy, you people on my social media. Let me repeat that one, Mr. Jacob Maina. Kuna watu ambao mko nao kwa ofisi yako, popote unafanyia kazi. Unajua kuna watu ambao wanaamuka, hata wale majirani wako wanaona uko na ng'ombe mzuri za kukamua na wanatafuta dawa ya kuziloga ili zibariki, sio wakule ili wakuagamize. Na watu kama hao ni wengi sana jameni. Kuna wale watu ambao pengine wanajua Mr. Osinde, John Osinde anatafutiwa kazi pahali fulani, na kwa vile atakuwa mkubwa na atakuwa na pesa mingi, wanatafuta njia za kukuangamiza ili ile kazi uzipatiwe. Kumbukeni jameni, kushekeshwa sio kupendwa. Kuna wale ambao wanajifanya, hata Yesu Kristo alikuwa na Yuda. Na walikuwa naketi katika kile kikao cha mawaziri, na alikuwa naongea na anajifanya vile alikuwa rafiki wa Yesu Kristo. Lakini alifanya nini? Alimsulubisha. Kwa hivyo kushekeshwa sio kupendwa. Kuna wale watu ambao wanakuonea wivu. Si hata kuna kitu yao umefanya, wanakuonea tu wivu. Kuna wale wanasikia vibaya kwa vile mimi ni mweupe. Kuna wale wanasikia vibaya kwa vile niko na shahada ya uzamara na uzamifu. Kuna wale ambao wanasikia vibaya kwa vile mimi ni wakili. Na diposa na bianga watu wenye wivu wajinyoge kwa vile Mungu akiamua kukubariki atakubariki wewe. Hakujalishi wewe umetoka boma gani, wewe ni wa kabila gani, wewe umesomea chuo gani, wewe ni wa ukoo gani. Mungu akiamua kukubariki atakubariki, wapende wasipende. Kwa hivyo kile ningetaka kukusihi wewe ndugu yangu ambaye umeniuliza lile swali, kuna wale ambao mnafanya kazi pamoja na wao kazini, lakini unaona wakikushekesha na mnakula pamoja na wao, ni vizuri ujishunge sana, sababu wakisikia kuna wale wakubwa wako wako na nia ya kukupatia cheo kikuu kule, watajaribu kuongea mambo mabaya kukuhusu diposa usipate ile cheo. Na watu ni wengi, na wakati umeamuka kila siku ujue ya kwamba 99% ya wale ambao unakutana na wao hawakuobei mazuri, wanakuobea mabaya. Nimekuja kukuambia hivi, jua lile jambo ambalo utafuatilia, fanya mambo yako binafsi, washana na watu ni wale tu walikuwa na Musa, jameni. Kwa hivyo nasema hivi, ili nikimalizia, sababu muda ndio huo ushatupa kisogo, nataka kuwa nyumbani kwangu mapema pia, sababu nilioa bibi, si kuleta bibi awe sanamu kwa nyumba, nilimleta sababu yangu na watoto wangu. Tuseme hivi, jameni, na nawapenda sana. Siku ya leo naona watu wamekomaa sana, naona watu ambao ni watu ambao wako na nidhamu ya kutosha. Kuna wale wengine ambao kazi yao ni kuandika jumbe ambazo ni za kutusi mtu. Na mimi nawauliza, je, wale wako na hizo tabia, nani alikualika ili ukuja kuanza kutupa matusi kwa wale ambao wanataka kusikiza hizi habari? Kwa hivyo tumesema dalili za kujua wewe hufanyi vyema maishani. Tukasema dalili ya kwanza ni kutokuwa maishani mwako ukijijua wewe ni nani, na muda wako unaendelea tu kuyoyoma, hauna mbele wala nyuma. Ni wale watu ambao ukiangalia kuzaliwa kwao ndio kwa alama ya B, birth, na ile alama ya D, hawana kitu, hakuna hadithi ya kusema kuwahusu. Between birth and death they have nothing. Hata wakati wa mazishi, hata kama hakujalishi historia yako itakuwa ndefu kama ile ya Makoha ama kidogo, ni vizuri unajua ni vizuri upatiwe hata heshima ya mwisho. So kama wewe haukuweko maishani mwako, haujijui, haujitabui, haujielewi, na uko tu katika hii dunia, wewe ni mmoja wa wale ambao wako na ishara za kutofaulu maishani. Jambo la pili ni wale ambao lazima watumie madawa ya kulevya. Wengine ili wafanye jambo lolote lile ni lazima watumie madawa ya kulevya. Ni jambo baya sana, na ukitaka kujua mtu ambaye atakufa kabla muda wake ufike, ni wale watu ambao wamekuwa watumwa wa kutumia madawa ya kulevya. Jameni, ni vizuri tujichunge sana. Na mimi nasemanga hivi, na nitasema kwenu hata kama siwanjui, tangu nisaliwe sijawahi tumia pombe, sijawahi futa sigara, na sijawahi ona dawa yoyote ya kulevya, na sijawahi ingia kwa disco kuimba, kudance. Sijawahi. Na hiyo sio kusema sababu mimi sijafanya hayo maneno, I'm not a man enough. I'm a man enough. I don't care. Kwa hivyo, Mr. Peter Mugunyu, thank you very much. I'm a very young man. Okay, fine. I'll be responding to your texts. Jambo lingine ambalo linatuonyesha ya kwamba wewe hauna mwelekeo, jambo lolote ambalo unalianzisha, hulimalizi, hulitimishi. Unaanza jambo hili leo, hakuna pahali unaenda. Unaanza jambo fulani hivi, ukifika nusu unaliashiria. Ni kama tu kwa doa vile vile, hata kama kuna tabu nyingi na kuna tuseme tu kwa Kiswahili kuna tumbo joto nyingi katika ndoa. Kuna wale ambao unaoa leo, kesho unamwasha. Unaolewa leo, kesho unamwasha. Unajua, you don't finish whatever you start. Hilo pia ni jambo baya sana, na ni ishara ya kwamba uko na tatizo la kufaulu. Kuna wengine wako na hasira nyingi sana maishani. Hasira. Na wahenga wanasema hasira samkisi tijara ya mfufi. Kwa hivyo ukiona wewe ni mtu wa kukasirika ovyo shagara bagara bila mpangilio, hakuna mtu amekuibia bibi, hakuna mtu amekuibia pesa, hakuna mtu amekuibia bwana, hakuna mtu amekufanyia jambo lolote, lakini wewe kazi yako kuanzia asubuhi mpaka jioni ni kukasirikia wale wengine. Uko na shida na unahitajika muone daktari ama muone mshauri, diposa uelezewe jinsi ya kujijua na kuendeleza hii maisha. Jambo lingine ni kukosa yale mawazo ya kufikiria kikamilifu. Kuna watu tumepatiwa, Mungu ametupatia zote. Tunasemaga akili ni nywele, kila mtu ako na zake. Mungu ametupatia akili nyingi sana kwa hizi vichwa vyetu, lakini kuna wengine hawatumii zile fikira zao kufikiria jinsi ya kujiinua maishani. Wao ni kugojea tu, ni wale tu ambao wanangojea mambo yafanyike vile yatakavyofanyika. Hakuna jambo ambalo linafanyika bila wewe kuwa kule. Na diposa nikawaelezea leo hivi kinagaubaga, ni lazima ujiulize, je, ni kwa sababu gani Mungu alikuleta katika dunia hii? Wengine hawajiulizi lile swali. Unajua ukijibu hilo swali maisha yako yatakuwa sawa. Wengine hawajiulizi, je, ni kwa nini Mungu aliniumba? Kwa nini Mungu alinileta katika dunia hii? Alikuwa anataka nifanye nini? Sababu unajua Mungu hafanyagi makosa. Kwa hivyo ukijikuta hakuna jambo wewe unakula, kazi yako ni kukula, kwenda kuibia wengine, kutusi wengine, kwenda kuharibia wale wengine maisha, kuongea matope juu ya wale wengine, wewe ujue hauko unaumbwa au ukae kwa hii dunia. Wewe ulikuwa uelekee kwa shetani, ni vile pengine ulikuta shetani ashafunga mlango. Hasira, nimesema mambo ya hasira odoa. Na mambo ya kutofikiria, please ujue wewe ni mmoja wa wale ambao kufaulu ni vingumu. Kuna wengine ambao wanahisi hakuna mtu anawapenda. Sadaka. Umefanya nisheke sana. Sorry kwa sababu ya kusheka. Tunataka tutoe sadaka wapi? Umefanya nisheke sana, lakini ni vizuri kufanya mimi nisheke pia. Siongei mambo ya sadaka mimi niko sawa. Niko sawa sana, nashukuru. Asante sana kwa kunifikiria mambo ya sadaka. Nashukuru. Sasa tuseme hivi jameni, ili nimalizie hii shughuli yangu siku ya leo. Kuna wale watu ambao wanafikiria kila mtu hapendwi na kila mtu. Unaamka kila siku na unafikiria hakuna mtu ambaye anakupenda. Kwanza kabisa unajipenda wewe mwenyewe. Kwanza jipende ili wale wengine wako kule wakupende pia. Kwa hivyo ukitaka kupendwa, jipende kwanza. Kama mimi vile watu wanasemanga kibisho wako na marigo, niko na marigo kwa vile Mungu amenipatia uhai. Wakati nitakufa sitakuwa na marigo. Wakati Mungu amenipatia fursa, niashirieni nijiringe. Na nitakosaje kujiringa na Mungu amenifikisha hapa? Sio wewe. Hujawahi nipatia chakula hata siku moja. Hujawahi nipatia hata shilingi 5 siku moja. Hujawahi ninunulia suti hata siku moja. Hujawahi ninunulia kalamu kama haka siku moja. Hujawahi ninunulia simu. Mbona nisijiringe na hiyo Mungu yote mwenyezi? Be happy with what God has given unto you. Be happy. Don't wait for people to appreciate you. Appreciate yourself first. The Bible says Jerusalem starts at home. Wachana na watu waongee. Hata kama ukiwa mpole aje wataongea tu. Huyu ni mpole ni kama ni mjinga. Ukiongea kama mimi huyu ni mtu wa marigo. Shauri yako. Me I don't care what you say about me. And that is poke bicho for you. Me I don't care. Who the hell do you think you are that you can come and distract me from my life? No. As long as I'm alive, that is how you should behave. Usiwe na wasiwasi na watu my brother. Hapana, wachana na watu. Kuna wengine wanatafuta bibi yako anamuelezea vile wewe ni mbaya kule kazini, wewe ni mwizi, wewe ni mtu wa kutafuta wanawake kila siku. Washana na wao. Washana waongee. Washani waongee. Kuna wale wanaenda wanabiaga my wife, huyo mzee wako na vile anakuaga na maneno mingi. Ako na mistari. Huyu ni Mungu tu atakirudi nyumbani. Nimeoa miaka 31 na bado hajataloka bado. Sio ya kwamba hakutani na watu, lakini Mungu alinipatia bibi ambaye anaelewa maisha. Na yule ambaye anaelewa kuna maadui wengi. Maadui ndio wengi kule nje jameni. Maadui ni wengi kule nje. Kwa hivyo usiwahi ashiria watu wakuje wakuharibie maisha. No, say no. Say no. If somebody comes your way and tells you about your wife, tell him or her you never hired anyone to keep an eye on your spouse. That's how to go. That's how you, if you want to live right. Mimi hakuna mtu ananiogopesha. Ananiogopesha kwa nini? Amenifikisha hapa. Hakuna mtu amenifikisha hapa. Nikiongea juu ya doctorate yangu, nikiongea juu ya law yangu, naongea kwa sababu ni mimi nilijilipia. Yule ambaye niko na deni na yeye aseme saa, hakuna. Kwa hivyo ni yangu. Ni zangu, kila niko nacho, gari yangu ni yangu, bibi yangu ni yangu, watoto wangu ni wangu. So be proud of what you have. So another kama huna imani na, if you lose confidence, kama huna imani na wewe mwenyewe, tafadhali, hiyo ni ishara nyingine ya kuonyesha ya kwamba uko na shida. Jambo lingine ni wale ambao wanachukua muda mwingi kufikiria watu wanafikiria kivipi. Washana na hao. Washana na hao. Washana na hao. Wale wengine ni wale ambao wanahisi ya kwamba ni lazima waliumbwa na Mungu wafurahisha wale wengine. Hapana, leave that alone. Na ya mwisho ni wale ambao kazi yao ni kuombea wengine waanguke chini. Wakianguka utawakula. Ehe. There's apply for IBC chairman and replace Chebukati. I dreamt of you becoming the chairman. Oh, thank you. Asanti sana kwa kunitakia mazuri. God bless that man, whatever he is. Ananiuliza hata tirunaba ni gani? I thank God for you people. Anyway, I honestly thank God for you. You have made my life. I'm proud of you people. And whoever is listening to me, Abai Hana Wifu, I speak blessings upon your life. I speak blessings upon your life. I am praying that God will expand your territories. I'm praying that God is going to make a way for you. Lakini sitaki tu mwe mnaomba, maombi yenyewe haitatosha. Omba ukifanya kazi. Washeni kudanganywa na wahubiri ya kwamba ati ukishukua simu namna hii pesa itaingia kwa simu. Wapi? That is total rubbish. Hogwash. Hakuna pesa itaingia kwa simu. Don't be cheated by any preacher. Those preachers should go to hell. And I am saying it. Hakuna, there is no way atachukua simu anapeleka wapi pesa itaingia. Hakuna. You must work. The Bible says man should eat of his sweat. Man should, I will be teaching you in another day of what we call sweat equity. Don't be lied to. Hakuna. Bona wa haweka givo. Na niwaambia siku nyingine, we should not be taken for granted. Like me, you can't take me for granted. Unasikia mtu anasema, when a pastor wants to buy a car, he calls for a harambee. But when a congregant wants to buy a car, ni maombi. Kwa nini pastor anasemaga tufanye harambee ya kununua gari yake na tukifika kwako mshirika ni maombi? Maombi haifanyagi kazi. I'm a trained theologian for 3.5 years, for heaven's sake. God says that we must eat of our sweat. Usidanganywe na mtu. That is total nonsense. And we have got so many Kenyans who have been brainwashed. And the Bible says you have eyes and you don't see. You have ears and you don't hear. You know, anyway, let me not go in that direction. It will make me feel bad. Allow me as I conclude to give you 5 A's. If you want to succeed in life now, as I conclude my talk with you, I love all of you in Jesus' name. Mapenzi ya agape. You are wonderful people. I thank God nobody today, and I have already gotten 8,900 likes. Thank you so much. I have got 204 people watching me on my TikTok page. I have got 21 guys watching me on my YouTube. So whoever will miss my discussion on TikTok page can go to my YouTube channel, Dr. Paul K. Bishop, PhD, QB, HSC. I appreciate all of you, ladies and gentlemen. Allow me first of all, before I give you the 5 A's, to mention something here. Can even give you 7 A's. The purpose of TikTok, please note this. Are you there? Are you a young man looking for a job? Like I have seen some gentlemen asking me for jobs. Are you a young man looking for a job? Are you a young lady looking for a job? Social media is one way of job creation. You're not supposed to use this social media to show us how you know how to dance. Showing us how you know how to dance does not make money for you. My daughter, my brother, my son. Unless you're an artist and you're trying to promote your music, we'll appreciate. But don't just use this to show us your private parts. For what? Private parts for what? We know private parts. We know all of anybody above 18. Even the children, everybody knows private parts. After all, they are all over in the internet. So don't use social media to waste yourself. Use social media to say what you can do. Are you a consultant? Say what you consult on. Are you a guitarist? Play guitar. Let us know that you can be hired for that. Are you a poet? Say poet, my brother, my sister. Don't please use social media for stupid things. Social media is one, like now, for instance, out of my discussion on these particular platforms, I get clients who come to me. So I'm using this as a platform to tell people what I do. All of you know that I'm a business consultant. So if you have a business that is struggling, the person to come for is Dr. Paul Kibicho. Some of you have got financial strategies. You have no financial hygiene. You have no financial discipline. The person to come for is Dr. Paul Kibicho. You have a court case that has disturbed you. You need to be given legal advice. You know the lawyer to see is Dr. Paul Kibicho. You are spiritually malnourished. The person to come to is Dr. Paul Kibicho. You have a family issue. You have a counseling challenge. Come to Dr. Paul Kibicho. I'll be here to do that. And when people come to me, that's why I have an office. That's why I run business in my own office. So let us use social media to build ourselves. And for those who have job opportunities, let me again say this. Are you blessed of the Lord and you have got job opportunities? Kindly give our brothers and sisters jobs. Don't go looking for people from very far. My brother, my sister. Give our sons and daughters jobs. Don't behave like our government, my brother, my sister, where issues of other political considerations are normally taken into account. Please, if you know that you have a son, if you know that you have a job and you have sons and daughters traveling out there, if you want God to bless you, the hand that gives is the hand that receives. Give jobs, give jobs, give jobs. I know some people with jobs but they can't give because hawataki watoto wa mjirani wafanye kazi kwao. No, please, if you want God to bless you, please, let us give people jobs. Please, we can even use this platform. Thank you very much. I can see somebody selling an air conditioner. We can even convert this one to be a platform selling our goods. Maybe you have an old bed that you want to sell. We have somebody looking for that old bed. It may be old to you, but it will be new to somebody else. You have some seats that you want to dispense of. Please let people know that. I'm happy that I'm seeing some people saying they have job opportunities. Please, my brother, I feel it. It makes me feel pain because if I open my office, by the way, gentlemen and ladies, I've got more than 5,000 job applications. Imagine Kebisho alone. I don't have all those jobs. I don't. As a matter of fact, I've got very few individuals that I work with. I don't have all that money. So I wanted to be able to engage a few people. I thank God. Those people with jobs, I can see we have professional video. If you know you have a function, please use this social platform. Tell us what it is that you do. We promote you. Would you need social media, post production? Thank you very much. I'm looking for a job. So anybody with a job, please let us give our brothers and sisters, our sons and daughters. Allow me to complete this using 5 A's. You know, wifu ni wanini jameni? Watu wengine wako na wifu jameni, Mungu wangu. Watu wengine wako na wifu. Mimi nimepitia hiyo njia. Na wengi wenu mnajua nimepitia hiyo njia. Mimi nimefaulu masomo, mnajua hivyo. Nikitafuta job kwa serikali sipatangi. For whatever reason. Either because they fear my wisdom or my level of intellectual capacity and ability. I don't know. I have no idea. Kuna watu kuna mtu ameniambia nikunywe maji. I don't take water. I have something in my office, by the way. Today I've got great audience. I pray I may be having you as my audience. And so what we'll be doing before I go, I give you the 7 A's. Thank you for what I will do. We need to agree as members of social media. We can create what we call a data bank. A data bank, and I'm going to do that maybe shortly. We create a data bank where all people of various cadres and professions, we can be able to put our CVs. Once we put our CVs there, should I, because as I do my business of consulting, if I come across a job, I'll be posting it. So I think I'll be letting you people know, watching from last year, Beatrice Junge, watching from last year. I hope you are safe, Beatrice, with that president called Vladimir Putin. Thank you very much from Russia. So I am saying this because I don't use social media. I'm already known anyway. For those people who know I'm a media personality, I'm not proud. I've appeared in the newspapers 275 times, not in the obituary column, but checkers and movers. I've been to 102 countries worldwide. So what we can do is this. How do I deal with the fraud? Okay. Maybe I'll give my number. Those with special needs, maybe we can discuss later. But we can be able to create a data bank where we can send so many CVs and our contacts. In case any one of us gets a job relating to that particular field, we will be dedicating a certain day. We will be doing that. I have bicycles that I want to sell. You see, like now, that's what I'm saying. We shall create a very nice platform to be selling our items, to be looking for jobs for people, those who have done IT, those who have done economics, those who have done agrofet, those who have done whatever course one has done. Hiyo tutapanga. Kwa hivyo niashirieni na hiyo mambo. Thank you so very much for, I'm telling you today, I'm overwhelmed. And I think I'm going to say a prayer for all of you. I'm going to say a prayer for all of you before I bring this issue into a conclusion. I will actually say a prayer for all of you. That one be assured of, and may God bless you. May God bless you all. May God meet with the desires of your hearts. I'm saying it from the deepest point of my heart. Personally, I know what is suffering. I have suffered. I've gone through a lot in life, but God has been nice. Thank you very much. You sell lies, make order. Thank you very much. You see now, I've been a security industry.
Can I get a job in Air Force? I sell plots in Loiro. It's encouraging. You have never lost hope. Yeah, I have never lost hope. I can build that platform. Thank you very much. Yeah, we'll do that. Nakupenda Kibisho, thank you very much for having me. I appreciate that. I'm an interior designer. That's so when houses are being built, you can do that. May God bless you for. Thank you very. I think I'm humbled. I am extremely humbled by your remarks. I teach people how to do imports. I can see you. Thank you very much, Gemma, for giving me that flower. Are you a brother? I'm a gas supplier. You see, because my office handles many things, I'm going to come up with a platform, and I can see I've got somebody who can do that for me also. He's a civil engineer, Jones Manotti. Thank you. I think I can't allow me because I can't be able to lead all these genuine plots. Nataka kuwa your secretary. I'm an accountant. I'm a graduate Bachelor of Science. I have a degree in agricultural extension. I sell curtains, Kebisho. Thank you very much. I'm Kiplono, agricultural work. Thank you. We can agree. Let me tell you, opportunities are all over. I remember telling you what the word poor means. Poor means passing over opportunities repeatedly. Passing over opportunities repeatedly. I can tell you, this head of mine has a lot that we can share. I thank God. Some of you may not be aware, but I will not be talking about it today. I'll be talking about it on another forum because of time. But are you looking for her? Requesting to be a social media producer? Hello, I see a self-furnished. Oh my goodness, I think this jobless accountant for doing academic writing at the moment. Can I be a driver? Oh my goodness, my God. I think let me say the 7 A's. The first A is that appreciate yourself. I hope you're writing down. I'm now giving you the 7 A's, all of you. Everybody, please take a paper and a pen. We write the 7 A's that are going to move us from where we are to another level. That's the first A, appreciate who you are. Self-acceptance. Appreciate who you are. Appreciate. Please, the first A is that appreciate who you are. Dr. Kebisho, your brother, no, I'm not related to Dr. Kebisho. This Dr. Kebisho comes from Nyeri. Dr. Kebisho Karaja Kebisho, Dr. Engineer Karaja Kebisho comes from Kirinyaga. We are not related in any way whatsoever. We are like water and oil. So the first A, we are only scholars. In terms of scholarly work, we are scholars. He's a PhD holder. I'm a PhD holder. And he was the PS. I have never been a PS. I was shortlisted for the PS position. I was among the 585 people who were for later on shortlisted. I was among the 250, but I never made it 51 people. But I know God's timing is always the best. We have a president who's a doctor. He will consider us in his time. So, if you want to succeed, today we were talking about signs of failure at life. Allow me now to give you the 7 A's. Then from there, please, you allow me to go home. I've been working since 6:45 a.m. and I have gotten 17,400 likes. I have got 391 people watching me on my TikTok page and 20 people watching me on my YouTube page. I'm humbled. I don't take your presence for granted. May God bless you. So the first, wherever you are, whatever level you are at, remember even the people who owned houses in Turkey and Syria, they lost everything they had. So thank God you are alive today. So the first A is that appreciate yourself. Whether tall, whether short, whether slender, whether plump, appreciate yourself. Rule number 2, the second A, acknowledge that God created you with a defined purpose. Acknowledge that God created you with a defined purpose. The third A, you have already appreciated yourself. You have acknowledged that you have actually acknowledged that God created you with a purpose, is that you must act accordingly. Act accordingly. Make sure that whatever you do as you act is adding value to your life. There must be some value addition. There must be some value. Thank you very much, Kathoni Monyenge. You are a dental, that's good. Even people with dental issues. We shall even be having a platform for sicknesses, those who have either any problem you have, we have solutions to many problems. So, the first A, appreciate yourself. Hope you're writing somewhere. The second A is acknowledge that God created you with a defined purpose. I'm also writing. The third A, I'm saying act purposefully. Act purposefully.
The fourth A is that you must accept that life is not a straight line. Life is not a straight line. And you don't get everything that you want in life. That one you should put it in your mind. You don't get whatever you want in life. Accept that life has up and down. Once you accept that one, things will be able to move in your right direction. The other A, which is very, very, very important in your life. Thank you, Bonnie, for giving me flowers. Thank you so much. And thank you for life is not a straight line. Every day that you wake up, learn to adjust yourself. Learn to adjust yourself to the prevailing circumstances. You can never deny sun to rise from east and settle in west. No, that's a fact of life. You can't. You can never say that tomorrow shall not have sunlight. No, those are things beyond your control. So learn to adjust your mindset and know that, yes, things don't always go the way we want, but you must learn to adjust yourself depending on circumstances. That's our fifth A. The 60th A in life is that you must learn to advance. Year 2022 is gone. Where are you today? What have you been able to achieve? Yes, where are you today? What have you been able to achieve? So you need to ask yourself that pertinent question. Duncan Kehara, I'll be responding to you shortly. That is Olin Sako. Please, I'll give you my number, Duncan Kehara. Please inbox me. So, you must learn to advance. Thank you very much. I can see some of you are, you are good. You people, you are wonderful. I thank God for this team today. You are a wonderful team. I wish I can go with you home. We continue with this session. Today, my team comprises of men and women of decorum, tandem, men of stature and women of stature, men of charisma, men of pragma and women of pragma. Thank you very much. So you must, today we don't have the naysayers in our presence. We thank God for that. So, oh yeah, another one, I want help with alcohol. Yeah, we'll be discussing about that topic. I know alcohol has been an issue. And you can, don't you worry, my brother, we shall still help you on that one. So please, advance in life. One, what does advancement mean? If you had, last year, 2022, you had saved 15,000 shillings, why don't you save 25,000 shillings in 2023? And you're not just saving it for the sake of saving it. You have a goal, you have a target, you have what you want in life. That is succeeding in life. The last point, the 7th A. I have already given you 7 A's. Allow me to take a sip. The 7th A, which is very, very important. You must accomplish something before you leave this universe. You must accomplish something before you leave this universe. Please note that. We talk about Mother Teresa because Mother Teresa did a lot for humankind. We talk about Mahatma Gandhi, who brought the philosophy of a customer-client relationship. Please accomplish something. Thank you very much, this person. Appreciate, acknowledge. I'm happy only that your names are a bit difficult for me to read. You know, your names are a bit difficult, especially because most of us people use pseudonyms in our pages. But I appreciate all of you. So please accomplish something. I thank God I've been able to accomplish a few things. I'm giving you my contacts. Thank you very much, Shan, wherever you are, and of course Duncan. I think at that point, feeling inspired, I thank God for you. Dr. John, Dr. Lowe's John, nutritionist, will be engaging you. I'll be inviting some of you on my live studios. As you're aware, I know I will be inviting some of you on live studios. We share experiences, and whatever you do, you share with people. There are those people who would wish to go to the media, but going to the media sometimes becomes a problem. I'll be able at just factory reset. You contact Dr. Kevisho. Tekube uko huko, yes, Dr. Wadimi, clinician, thank you very much. Truly, I'm blessed today. Thank God. Life is not a straight. Thank you so much. Dr. Umenibariki. Oh, thank you so much. Now, honor too. Thank you so much, Sergeant. Thank you. So, what we'll be doing as we bring this talk to an end is that I'll be inviting some of you people. We can have a sitting. If you're, for instance, a nutritionist, You are a civil engineer, a mechanical engineer, an electrical engineer, a geospatial engineer, you are a financial engineer. We'll be having those forums. We'll be getting what we call the CVs for people, the curriculum vitae, the resumes for people, so that wherever we get a job, we can be able to invite all of you. I'll be doing that. If I can be able to impact somebody positively, may God's name be given all the glory. Thank you so much. I want to say a prayer for all of you. Then after that, you allow me to go home. My contacts, okay. And please make sure that you either text me. Sometimes I may not be able to respond to all your calls. Please make sure that please use message as a medium of communication, or please use as a medium of communication. I'm going to give you my number. My number is 0722 633 021. My number is 0722 633 021. 0722 633 021. You can inbox me. No, please not now because I'm using my phones for this exercise. Please, once I'm off the air, yeah, that's my number. Thank you very much. I can see some of you have gotten my number correctly. 0722 633 021. For all those who have given me good compliments, I appreciate. For those that I might have maybe hurt in my process of talking, I'm a human being, and we say in our Lord's Prayer, forgive us our trespasses as we forgive who trespass against us. May God bless all of you. And please don't call because I'm still live. Please don't call because I'm still live. Kindly don't call right now. That is the number. The number is confirmed. That is my correct number. So we are going to say a prayer. Dear Heavenly Father, in the mighty name of Jesus Christ, we come before Thee this hour, thanking You for being our God. Thank You, God, for this, Father, that You have brought us. We know many are there who have already passed on, Jehovah God. Even today, even now as we speak, there are those, Jehovah God, being hauled to the mortuaries, Jehovah God, because they have now taken their last breath. As far as we are concerned, Jehovah God, You have made us remnants. We have no way to thank You, Jehovah God, but to say, may Your name be exalted. May Your name, Jehovah God, be magnified. May it be glorified. I thank You, Jehovah God, for my viewers from wherever they are. Jehovah God, You know their needs. There are those people, Jehovah God, who are jobless. There are those people, Jehovah God, who have sick people in homes and others, Jehovah God, in hospitals, at homes and in hospitals. There are those, Jehovah God, who have nothing to eat tonight. There are those, Jehovah God, who have been struggling in life, even, Jehovah God, to put food on the table. There are those, Jehovah God, who have been terminated, either through redundancy basis, either through restructuring, Jehovah God, the organization, either RIFO or FIFO, Jehovah God, whichever means. There are those, Jehovah God, who have got court cases, Jehovah. There are those people who have got huge bills in hospitals, Jehovah. There are those people with children who have got no jobs, Jehovah. Jehovah, You know the much that I can be able to do. Mine is to share information with them, Jehovah. I'm praying that You may meet with them individually at their various points of their needs. Jehovah in heaven, You know us You know us better than we do. I commit every single individual, Jehovah God, who took his time or her time to listen to me this evening, or whichever hour, wherever they are in their GMT, that You may bless them, Jehovah. Open a door for them. Show them the way, Jehovah God, that all of them, they have a testimony that they were victims, but they have now become victors, Jehovah God. I pray that You may meet with them, Jehovah God, at that point of their need. I thank You, Jehovah God, because You are faithful. I thank You, Jehovah God, because You have testimonies. I thank You, Jehovah God, for giving me this particular time to come and share with them. I speak blessings upon all of them. Be with them, Jehovah God. Order their steps, Jehovah God. You know their aspirations in life, Jehovah. I pray that You may meet with all of them. Those, Jehovah God, who have been completely, Jehovah God, felt abandoned, those who feel, Jehovah God, wasted, I pray for special restoration, Jehovah God. May You give to them new impetus. May You breathe to them, Jehovah God, new breath of life. I commit them into Your able hands. When we meet again, Jehovah God, and we share the various experiences, we shall still glorify Your holy name. Be with them and bless them. For this is my humble prayer in the mighty name of Jesus Christ. Shalom, shalom, shalom. May God bless all of you. It was my pleasure having you, and allow me now to bring this show to a close. May God bless all of you. It was my pleasure talking to you. Shalom, shalom, shalom. God bless you.